Geeks Assembled.
Hi, Geeks Assembled. It's Chase Masterson from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Live long and prosper. And thanks for supporting the Pop Culture Hero Coalition. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at our website, popcultureherocoalition.org. We're standing against bullying, and we appreciate your support.
Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and we have gathered here once again today, and we're going back to the 90s with Tim Burton, and it's Mars Attacks. Yes, as I should say. Let's go to Stephen Price for opening thoughts on this film.
I enjoyed this movie until a certain person came along. And,
who would that person be, Stephen? Your favourite singer, I hear.
No. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie until a certain person came. There's a lot of actors. I haven't seen this movie for years. Seen it when the year it came out. We got Jack Nicholson was in it, Pierce Bronson. Is it Glenn Close and all that? Yeah, I'll tell you my favourite moments later on.
Let's go to Lee. Since he was okay, he was getting relaxed.
I was expecting to go somewhere else and wait another 5 or 10 minutes.
I think you should have worded that better. That sounded a bit dodgy then. You expected me to go somewhere else.
Never dodgy.
Name the price, Lee, and I'll do anything.
I have heard that rumor.
Alex and Susan are already there. You can tell by their faces. Alex was there half an hour ago.
When I can get a word in edgeways, are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished now, thank you.
I absolutely love Tim Burton's movies. You know what you're going to get from Tim Burton. The weird, the eccentricity, the films are just out there. But this one's no exception. He's used the Martians from, I think it was American trading cards or something like that, where the Martians, where pop culture before this movie was even made, and made them into a movie. And it just works so well. The actors in this, great ensemble cast, as we've been said. Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito, Tom Jones, Annette Bening as well, brilliant actress. And it's comedy, sort of black humour. It's the threat of world invasion, and it's done so well. And the Martians, as they say, it's animation. Is it CGI? Was it done? I can't remember if it was CGI back then. But so well, and they come across so evil, but so funny at the same time. They just seem to be enjoying themselves, everything they do. It's just, there's one thing about it, I just don't get why, I think it might have been in the contract, but I just don't get why Jack Nicholson had to play 2 parts. They could have got another big name actor to do the other part, but Jack Nicholson as the president was just awesome. Even you had a young Natalie Portman in there as the president's daughter. You know, you look there. There's everybody. There's Martin Short, there's Michael J. Fox, even brilliant Rod Steiger in this as the general. Really, it's funny. It keeps you glued to the screen. There's action, and that's what you want from and Tim Burton just delivers it. It's weird. It's fun. Over to you, Ali.
A bit like the Geeks Assembled.
Yeah, with the old. Oh. I haven't got my gun out yet and shot anyone. Oh God,
Well, there's still time.
There's still time.
I mean, Alex has got to speak yet, so you might be tempted. We won't go any further with that because we could go down a very dark alleyway. Let's go to Beef Dad, since he's reading his notes. or the shopping list?
It's a very entertaining film. Yeah, the CGI is good. I love the saucers. I think that they're really good. They're really good. And I love the Martian girl. She was brilliant. She was the one Martian that wasn't CGI. And she was just so good. And of course, what did surprise me was Sylvia Sidney was in this. Now that's an actress going way back to when I was a kid. And yeah, it's full of moments where you either worry about things or you just sit there and laugh. And to be perfectly honest, I sat there and laughed an awful lot during this film. It's great fun. It's great fun. Let's see, this is the second time I've seen it, but now I have it on DVD. I shall watch it again. It's great stuff. Very entertaining.
Thank you for that, Beef Dad. Let's go to Alex and Susan.
I had this on VHS, but it got ripped off when I moved from California to Massachusetts. Yep, that was another thing that disappeared.
Okay.
But I enjoyed watching it again for Geeks Assembled, and I enjoy this movie every time I see it. It's got everything I love about, weird science fiction stuff, including a boxer dressed as King Tut. That was hilarious. Yeah. It's got visiting aliens, ambassadors that are rude and alien Martians doing experiments on people in their spaceships. It's everything that you ever wanted about when we're invaded. Anyway, that's my opening.
Yeah, actually, I know my family likes this movie. I do like the cast, and I do like the soundtrack. I guess I just didn't like the story or the plot. But it's very ironic because I love bad movies. I love corny movies, alien invasions, and just the Sharknado and all these movies that are very similar.
Hey,
I actually didn't. But I did like Tom Jones, but I usually do. And I like
not unusual. It's not unusual, Alex.
That's right, it's not. But actually, I didn't like Danny DeVito in this, but that's fine. Like I said, it's and then of course, as you watch the movie, you find out how they finally defeat the aliens, and that's by playing a yodeling song by what is his name? Walt
Slim Whitman.
Slim Whitman. Yeah. So that's pretty funny, right? That's pretty funny, actually. But I remember I talked to a lot of people about this movie, and they love the in jokes and the pop culture references and making fun of Nicholson and making fun of Danny DeVito and making fun of Pierce Brosnan. A lot of people, and they just love it. Of course, some people have compared it to Independence Day. I can only see that a little bit.
Martians.
Yeah, because it's another invasion. Yeah, it's another invasion. Right. But that's a different movie, and that movie's actually a lot more serious than Mars Attacks, which is ironic because to me they're both corny movies. But
so you like this one?
But I do like it. Of course, I do like Independence Day for having Robert Loggia, but that's all right.
Joe Don Baker.
Yeah, I did have Joe Don Baker, and he's been in 20 bad movies. Let me guarantee you.
Yeah, Joe Don Baker.
Yeah.
You like this movie.
And he was in the same James Bond movies as Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So, yeah. So, I don't like the plot, per se.
Why?
But I do like the cast. I do like the songs.
Why? Why don't you
I just don't like it. I just think it's really silly. But that's very ironic coming from somebody that loves the Sharknado.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You love Sharknado, but we've just reviewed Ready Player One, and you didn't like that, even though you gave it a 9. And you don't like the plot of this film, but you love the plot. You love Sharknado.
And this film is a comedy. This is set as a comedy.
Give me strength.
Oh, your strength, Alex. You want some of my strength?
I mean, Alex, Susan, have you got a frying pan anywhere nearby you? Clout him around the back of the head like they do on Bottom. Boom. Yeah, for me, I love this film. I've always loved this film. It's Tim Burton, who is, well, I was going to say usually good, but recently no. But yeah, it's brilliant. It's completely over the top, completely wacky, but it is funny. It is absolutely hilariously funny. I've always liked this film. I've always preferred it to Alex mentioned Independence Day. And yeah, I like Independence Day, but this is better than Independence Day. This is a lot more funnier. The aliens, I like the design of the aliens with the heads outside, with the brains, showing on the top of their heads. And the way they talk, like, it's just funny. It's just hilarious. I compare it a little bit to the Dancing Goombas in Super Mario Brothers. Every time they go, it's just funny. In fact, I think we should do a cast for just I think it would be a pretty interesting cast. Let's go. Yeah,
it'd get more views for subscribers. I would tell you that.
Do you know what? I was thinking that, and then I thought, no, it won't. I was going to say that though, but then I paused for a second, and I thought, no, it's not. No. We're still going to have that one viewer.
Fred is a good friend of the group. Yeah.
I thought it was Ray. I thought it was Ray. Hi, Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
I thought it was Bob.
Bob. What's going on?
Hi, you're watching Geeks Assembled.
No. Yeah, that we're going to get copyrighted by YouTube now, thanks, Susan. That's a copyright strike for this video. No one's going to see this video now. Let's go to favourite moments. Let's start off with Susan.
That was actually one of my favorite moments, was that bit where they're like carrying around.
Can I just say, no one's going to know what it is, so you're going to have to explain it because we're going to have to edit that bit out.
No, you won't. You won't have to edit it out. It's just a little bit.
Anyway, go ahead.
I can't hear you, Lee.
You're talking about Warner Brothers. You definitely have to gonna edit it out.
All right. Well, that. Sad. Sad Susie is sad.
Forgot about the internet rules, huh?
Oh, sad Susie is sad. Anyway, my favorite bit is when the Martians are carrying around the little thing that says, "We come in peace. We come in peace. Do not run from us. We are your friends." And I thought that was hilarious, and I thought it was great that it was not a real computer. It was just an oscilloscope with some extra knobs on it. So that was pretty freaking hilarious. And I love the president being told to turn around. You can't go in there because there's a tour in there. and I love well, yeah, I love the desert scene, and I love how they destroy Vegas. Anyway, starting with that hotel that looks very much like their own flying saucers. And here's Alex.
Okay, so like I said, the cast is great. The soundtrack is great. You have Nicholson, of course, Uncle Jack. You have Tom Jones. Love Tom Jones. You've got Joe Don Baker. You've got Pierce Brosnan. So you got a lot of great cast members. And, of course, if you're watching the movie accidentally or on purpose so you can mock everything, this is a great movie.
So is there a favorite bit that you like?
I'm just saying, Susan. So, yeah. So I also like the fact that the song makes their Martian's head explode, too, which is very enjoyable. So that's what I like.
Okay.
They should hear the music today. That'll make their head explode. Let's go to Beef Dad for favourite moments.
Favorite bits. Well, yeah, I loved the destruction of Las Vegas. That was good fun. And the what they did to Sarah Jessica Parker when she was kidnapped and taken onto the flying saucer with her little dog, and they put her head onto her little dog's body and her little dog's head onto her body, and that was just so funny.
Yeah, I should be trying.
And the surprise of seeing Rod Steiger playing the general, that really got me. And I've already mentioned Sylvia Sidney. She's so good in whatever she does. She's just a class act. But yeah, the actual and the Martians are brilliant, but the Martian girl, played by Lisa Marie, she is so funny. The way she moves is just absolutely brilliant. It's a watch whenever you can again film.
Yeah, no, that's very Tim Burton. Swapping the heads and the bodies, of the dog and the woman. Lee, tell us about your favourite bits.
Well, what you got to realise about this movie is, I would say 98% of the cast all die. Sorry, spoilers. There's only a few who survive, and they all die in grandeur ways. But you muted, Dally.
You've ruined it for Stephen. He's only seen the first 10 minutes. Oh, it's late.
No.
Oh, you ruined it. I hope you had your ears shut.
Stephen must have seen it because he mentioned Tom Jones, so he must have seen it up to Tom Jones. It's a brilliant movie, as I said, and there's so many different. There's the little part where there's a couple having sex in the caravan. The aliens are outside the window, steaming up in their helmets with the wipers. Oh, that just made me laugh. And you've got to say the cameos from Michael J. Fox. I mean, he didn't last long in the movie. Martin Short as the oily, greasy president's aide going for prostitutes, and he gets his comeuppance. But for me, it's, as Beef does mention, Sylvia Sidney. This was her second to last movie before she passed away. This year was playing Grandma in this. But Grandma saved the day playing Slick Whitman, the Indian Love Call. But everybody also knows her from another classic movie from the 80s, Beetlejuice, playing Juno. She went way back to the 1920s. She did movie after movie after movie, but to say in her later life, sort of got recognised for these things before she ultimately passed away. But Grandma for me was one of the best characters in this. She is a man was wandering, with a stuffed cat Buffy. It was just she's a brilliant character, brilliant movie. I enjoyed every bit of it. I wish they made more movies like this. Because some of the movies today are not very funny. This is funny.
No, I wish they made more films like this. And you can still watch this today, and it's funny. You can put this in at any time, and you'll always be entertained by it. Let's go to Stephen for favourite moments.
Favourite moments when the aliens landed and they said, "We come in peace," and somebody lets go of a dove. The next minute they fire at him and blows him away. And the other part, the Martians shooting at Tom Jones. How did they miss? Why did they miss? At least one bullet should have got him. The other part where they going to do a speech and they just vaporized most of the people that are sitting down, turned them straight into skeletons. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie, except for Tom Jones.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favourite moments with that speech. That's a classic scene from the film, and when they blew up Las Vegas. But I have to say, I do love Tom Jones in this. I think the added feature of Tom Jones, and after knowing Stephen Price, it's just the icing on the cake. It's just so much funnier because when he comes on screen, I just think it's Steve.
Well, when I first seen it, I was enjoying it, and when it came to him, I went, "Oh no, they ruined this movie."
I could hear you going, "Oh no," from my sofa. When I was watching it, I could hear Stephen's voice going, "No, oh no, oh it's crap."
But there's another singer who I hate more than Tom Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Robbie Williams. Cannot
Oh
stand
God,
him.
no!
I hate that guy.
No, but I don't like Gary Barlow either.
Don't like him either.
No, I don't like.
I'd rather listen to Tom Jones all day than them too.
Yeah, no, Tom Jones is all right. I mean, he's quite a good singer, but I don't know him personally. I think I've heard a few bad things about him personally, but as a singer, he's good. But
sorry, I love Robbie Williams, but I love Tom Jones too.
Yeah, but Robbie Williams can't sing. That's his problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, to be a singer, you got to be able to sing.
I love everyone. I just love everyone.
And we love you back, Lee.
If they had Elvis Costello or Phil Collins instead of Tom Jones, would it have made any difference?
Yeah, Phil Collins, better singer.
Oh.
No, but all the scenes with the Martians and the one scene that Lee mentioned with the caravan and with the wife, that is funny. That did make me laugh. But I've seen this film many times and it still entertains me. So that's got to be worth something, hasn't it? Let's go to final say and score. Let's go to Susan and Alex. See if we get a score from Alex this time.
All right.
And Susan, before we start, will you promise me one thing?
Don't know.
No, you got to say you're going to promise me. You're going to promise.
Don't know.
I was going to say you're going to make Alex give one score. Just get one score out of him, even if he whispers it in your ear. One score.
All right.
Not
I'll
on
try.
music, not on visual effects.
I'll try.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Still working?
I'll give it a 10 because it's I've loved this movie for a long time. My roommates had it. I had it on VHS. I lost it on the way here, but it was good to watch it again, and I really enjoyed it. So here you go, Alex.
Well, like I said, I enjoyed it for the reasons I enjoyed it. I'd rather be watching other movies, but it has a great cast. It has a great soundtrack. Like I said, I enjoy bad movies sometimes for how terrible they do. This movie actually did a wonderful job. I just didn't like the plot. But like I said, you have to understand, this is from a person who watches MST3K and Sharknado. So you may not want to take my word for it.
So what's your score?
My score is 7.5 because of the cast.
7.5. Thank you, Alex. I think that's the first score we've ever had off Alex. Note that down, Lee, on your pen and paper. Let's go to Stephen Price.
Brilliant movie, very funny. I did like the part with Tom Jones at the end was just about to sing and they cut to the credits.
So you love the part with Tom Jones?
I thought that was funny when he just cut him out like. But he's better than but he's much better than Gary Barlow and Robbie Williams any day.
Oh no, any day, yeah.
I give it. I enjoyed it. I give it a 9. 9 out of 10.
A 9. That's good. That's a good score. Let's go to Beef Dad.
Well, I found it very funny. It kept going. There weren't any really draggy bits. And as I say, there are a couple of points in this where I just found myself laughing out loud. And for a film to do that to me, that's pretty good. So it gets a 9.5.
And Lee.
Well, any movie that has the Indian love call in it is all right by Marble. So, you know, when I'm calling you, will you answer true? Anyway, Slim Whitman rocks.
Ken Dodd used to sing that on stage, you know.
Yeah, it's a brilliant song. You know, and I'm not ashamed of it. I do love that song. What can I give this movie? I love it. It's soft. It is funny. The special effect, the special effects are a bit dated now, but it is 1996. It's Tim Burton. He rocks. So I'm gonna give it 10.
Sorry, Lee, you're glitching out. You're glitching out. Sorry, Lee's glitching out. We'll have to. Yeah. He seems to have turned into a duck. No, yeah, Lee said about the special effects. I think the special effects are fine for this movie. I mean, yeah, they're dated, but I kind of think that adds to it because it's meant to be silly, over the top, campy. You know, so I kind of think the special effects in a way suit it. I think if they were hyper realistic, if they brought this out now and they were hyper realistic, I don't think it'd be as good.
Alan, it's a nod to 1950s sci-fi movies.
Yeah, it's meant to look bad. Yeah,
it's meant to look like that. Yeah.
No, I know, I get that. Yeah, it's a nod back to the past. Yeah, So it's they're designed to look like that. But I think if they made them like hyper realistic, like with today's modern technology, then I don't think it looks good. So yeah, do you know what? It can't get anything else but a 10. Because I've always enjoyed this movie ever since I first saw it. And I can't remember when that was, but I was probably about 8 or something. I mean, you're talking about...
Liar. You always lie about your age.
Eh?
You always lie about your age.
I was 8 once upon a time.
Yeah, it must be 35 when you first saw it.
Yes, Lee. Really, I do need that number for that care home. It gets a 10 out of 10. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody here for joining me. I'd like to thank you for watching. Tell us below what you think of Mars Attacks. Do you love it? Do you hate us? Well, leave a comment below. Look after yourself. Take care. And we will see you next time.